Hi everyone, I'm Richard Broudy, and I'm co-founder of Killer Small Business Systems. In this video, we'll talk about why more revenue isn't always the answer. Here's a question I got from one of my newsletter readers. Dear Richard, I know I need to do a lot of the business systems development stuff you recommend in your business training, but I really don't have time to do all that. I think I really need a way to just get more business in the door, like a good marketing program. If I had like twice the revenue, things would be great. How can I focus on growing my revenues? Signed, Donovan. Dear Donovan, your cart may be in front of your horse. If only I could grow the business, everything would get better is a common idea. And if your shop is running like a Swiss watch, it might be true. But if the existing business isn't running smoothly, getting bigger will only magnify the problems. It seems like a logical business solution, but it's not. I knew some husband and wife owners with a struggling auto repair business. It was a mess. They were doing everything themselves. They had no controls or systems in place. They weren't making much money. They didn't understand their cost structure or how to estimate their jobs. They didn't understand their financials or how to plan their cash. Their basic structures either didn't work or were missing entirely. But rather than seeing their first priority as getting their house in order, they believed that more customers were the cure for their problems. But, of course, if you're losing money on 5 jobs a month, doing 10 a month will just lose you twice as much. So without realizing it, their goal was to grow a small unprofitable business into a large unprofitable business. Further, these two had built a business that depended entirely on themselves. They made all the decisions and spent their time doing basic things like estimating, firefighting, bookkeeping, and running errands. They were already working too many hours and getting frazzled with the business that they had today. And since the business depended on them, an increase in business would directly translate to even more work time and headaches. The last thing they needed was more business. Now some folks will say, yeah, but if I increase my volume, my overhead will be lower per job and it'll actually improve my profit. The fact is, yeah, that's true if overhead stays dead level. Profit will go up. But most small businesses actually make or break themselves at the gross margin level, not down in overhead. And if the estimating and pricing are off up there in the gross margin, volume won't help much. Now, it's human nature to look outside ourselves for solutions, like if only I could find good people, if only the bank would listen, if only the fuel prices weren't so high. But unfortunately, maybe the mirror is where the answer usually lies. Building a solid foundation for your business is about as glamorous as building the one under your house. It's heavy, dirty work, the product is not very pretty, and it's almost invisible when the house is done. But the foundation is essential for the integrity and strength of the house. If your house were falling apart and leaning to one side, the smart solution probably wouldn't be to add a second or third floor, and it's the same for your business. The first thing to do is to build the foundation of dependable systems and processes and great people that run like a Swiss watch. Then you can focus on adding new business and know that you can handle it easily and profitably. I'll see you next time.